This is the hacks, tips, secrets on how to do a dragon tail from the start. So basically, I use this grip here. So this is the monkey hands grip. You're going to put a generous amount on your hands. Now, generous means about yay size. You're going to wipe between the two hands. And this stuff's good enough that then you're going to go onto the legs so that you can grip as you're, if you need to hook on again, or if you need to grab, or whatever you need to do. Like, that's enough for, you can see it there, the grip is, it's shaking me, the grip, which is good. So that should be enough grip to do this move. Now, again, practicing on the ground, getting the shapes right on the ground. So you're here, and it's like, well, how would you practice that on the ground? So if you're on the pole, you're doing an invert, you're lifting up, you're hooking the leg, right? This is your start pose, basically. This is how you would get clear in your mind, which is a big deal, by the way, on how to do it. It's really important. Then you bring the leg in. Then you can feel the grip. Because then you would release this hand, or bring it down. Then you would release that, while this leg is pushed into the pole. Like, this is going in, like this. And then this hand releases, like that. So you have to practice the movements. This hand's already down, so it's like, well, how do I release that hand? So you'd be here, you're after inverting, so you're inverting, you're up, you're there, you're here. So basically when you get to this point, this hand kind of comes down, out of the way, so this can go here. Again, your hips will be a bit higher. And then you're like, this hand is down, release it slightly, slide it out, regrip. So it never fully comes off. Yeah. And then you kind of have the hips rotated. So I have to adjust it a bit. So if you were doing it up a bit higher, let's start off with, again, this folds on spinny, so maybe I'll put it on static. It's on static now. So maybe if you were doing a bit higher, start off like this, where you're gripping, and there you go. And again, you can see how I'm able to grip there. And then you put the hand, rotate it around, and turn. And you can actually feel, if you don't rotate enough, you can't get that hand on. And then your hand is on, here. See? And then that shows you the position you need to be in. And then it also shows you how the weight's going to impact that lower arm if you don't have the other one. Because your legs are going to go out this way. So you could even experiment with having your hand behind your back and getting used to it this way. Like so. And really pushing the hips up and engaging the butt. Because when you're in the full fang, it's going to feel like that. Then, if you want, you could fill it up and straighten the legs a bit. Hold with this arm though, because it's not on the bottom. And bring the legs straight out and just really feel what it's going to feel like to at least some extent. And then you can come out. But I find doing it lower and then bringing it up gradually, bit by bit, once you get clear here, is the way to go. So if you're standing like this, beside the pole, one leg in, like you're going to do a lean out, and then we're going to grab like this, okay, this arm has to drop down a bit. So this is how we're going to get inverted without kicking up. Put your hand down on the ground, okay, and allow the leg just to bounce backwards. And then bring the leg up and around. Then you're in your inversion position, like you would be. Yeah. So then you would put your hand down, as if you were doing the other thing, releasing the hand, rotating, And again, you actually have to turn this way to get it on. Depending on the person, you're down. And then this one would obviously be down. And then you can kind of experiment with the legs. How do I feel like this? You can put one foot on. You could go down. You could bring it back. And you could go down. So, if you're just learning, I would recommend a chair. So you could have someone hold the chair. So the leg is up. You're holding onto the chair like what we did on the ground. The arm comes down. This is here. Put your hand on the chair. Bring it around. Again, maybe have someone hold the chair. And you're in your inverted position. You're here. There you go. And your hand is actually on the thing. It's still not high enough, but it gives you the first position that you need to do. This stage, you'll probably get someone to move the chair. But if you don't have someone to move the chair like I don't, bring the hand around, chest up, really look away, up and away. And then you can kind of experiment with turning the hips a bit into the correct position and feeling what that's like on your shoulder. And then to come down, push, or you could just go back onto the chair. Now the chair is kind of handy. Again, you can do this with a band as well, which I think I'll show you. So what you're going to do is you're going to grab it, make sure it's secure, pull it back towards you. Okay? And bring your knee in, rotate the knee towards the ground, and out. Next one, pull the band away. Right? Knee in and out. Make sure it doesn't flip up behind you, because it will try and do that. Alright? You can get a band that's suited to you. Hands either side of this. Make sure it's kind of more under your hips than anything. It'll do that anyway. You're here. Okay? You're inverting. Your leg is going across the band. So you're hooking on normally. You're doing this. Releasing the hand. Hand is going around. You are looking away from your bottom arm. Chest is turned way away. Slide the hand down. And out. And here it gives you more security to go lower. If you're just doing a regular one, you'd be more like, just like having it here, or one leg forward, and one leg back, like this. And then you grip again. Now to get out of the band while you're in the air, because if you come down onto your hands, it's not going to be good. So you put your foot on the pole. You can't see that, so I'm going to slide that down. Put it in. Okay? Then we're going to rotate and come down. This is a great hack because it really holds your hips. So let's face it, for most women, our weight is in our hips and the top of our thighs. So if you have a band that holds that weight, it is instrumental in getting this. That is a definite hack tool there. I don't care what no one says. So is the chair. But it's just getting it clear here first. So do it on the ground first. Do it on the ground. You may feel silly, you may feel, what am I doing? It's no good going up there and basically falling. Or potentially falling. Or straining your arm to the point where, what's the point? So I would say to you or to anyone who's trying to learn this move, use every hack at your disposal. Every tactic you can. When you're learning a move for the first time, even if you're a beginner or a pro or whatever, use what you can. Okay? So, when you're in the house on your own, no one's going to see you. Do it. Because, let's face it, not all of us can afford classes all the time because they're expensive. not all of us can afford, to rent out a studio. Like, there's not many people who have that kind of luxury. Unless you're a teacher in a studio and you're teaching, and then when you're not teaching, you can do whatever you want in the studio, like providing you permission. But like the main point is most of us don't. Like, we don't have that option. So this is a good option. The band is a good option for getting that move that you're struggling with. Maybe you're not. Maybe you just want to get it quicker, or you want to be like more clear on how to get it better. Then yeah, this is a good way of doing it. I would start on static, because if you're on static, it's easier for you to, kind of get to grips with it, and for your body to feel safe. So you would start by doing an invert, any kind of invert you would like. And that was some new hook here, and the outside leg hang. You drop the bottom arm, push yourself up while bringing this inside leg in. You rotate the arm around. We're not doing this, we're going rotating it. And then we're grabbing here. Thumb is up, okay? In a regular grip. I'm going to slide the hand down, the bottom hand down. Make sure the top hand is gripped good. And at the start, you're just going to do this. And then hook back on. Okay? And then if you feel more comfortable, you might take one leg off. Usually the back leg off like this. And then you bring the other leg off. And then you bring the hand down. And again, you can go in a handstand, but for beginners, I'd recommend walking the hands out and just stepping down and onto the knees. Hook the outside leg, hand, push, push, push. Bring this inside leg in, like so. Release the top leg a little bit so you can get the hand out. Rotate. Look up as you do this. This is very important to have this position. We're not doing this because then you have less reach with the arm. You have less reach with the arm, slide down a little bit so that you can get that push. Alright? Then the next one in this kind of a straddly one, like that. Release. You don't have to go down. You slide the hand back up. You can go into this. Or you can just slide down like that. We're going to hook, arm, leg, release. And you're released, rotating. See where I'm grabbing here? And we're turning the chest up towards the ceiling and away. Hand goes out. And this is your fang one here, if it'll rotate enough. Bring it back on, grab. I find it easier to come down, but if you're afraid to do that, slide the hand back up. You can even go into a little hand, leg, other hand, looking away. And as we look away, we slide the hand down. Then we come out and really push. Squeeze your butt. Come back on. Really grab. And again, I just prefer to go into a handstand. But again, you can just go down onto the toes and onto your knees. So these are your options. Again, any questions, leave them down below. Anything that you might think might be like, okay, I might need a hand with that, or I might need some advice on that. Again, comment down below.